There's a magic to photography that goes beyond just capturing moments. You know, it's the tactile feel of the camera in your hands, the anticipation of a shot, and the joy of seeing everyday moments through a creative lens. Now, for a lot of people like me, it's not just about the photo, it's about the experience. And that's exactly what shooting with the Fujifilm X half feels like. In a world where most of us shoot on smartphones, the X half brings you back to an intentional kind of photography. You know, its optical viewfinder and vertical LCD screen makes composing shots, especially vertical ones, a joy. You know, it feels like second nature, but somehow more purposeful. Playing with the camera feels intuitive. You know, the dual LCD interface makes it so easy to adjust everything with a simple swipe, like, you know, choosing from 13 different film simulations. And, you know, most days I'm loving Reala Ace. You know, it's about those lifted shadows and dynamic tones, you know, which is perfect for capturing the mood of the city. It's not just about crisp, clean digital photos, you know, with filters inspired by film aesthetics, like light leaks, halation, and expired film. I'm able to bring some of that character that makes film photography so beautiful. Now, the 2-in-1 feature is where creativity really shines. I love being able to snap two stills together, or even a mix and match of photos and videos, then combine them right in camera. You know, it's very simple to enable with the frame advance lever. You simply crank it, and then that's where, you know, the Fujifilm X half really takes me back. That frame advance lever, that subtle motion, it's a memory, and it's also a memory that's just been captured, really. And every frame feels deliberate, almost meditative. You know, I get all the nostalgia, but none of the hassle. And, you know, tweaking things like the dividing lines can be done right in the camera. And with the X half app, I can pick any of my frames or clips and then turn them into 2-in-1s to tell my story. And then there's the film camera mode. You know, you pick your film simulation, you set the number of shots, and you just snap away. You know, no peeking, no quick fixes. I don't get to see anything until I transfer my roll, you know, to the X half app. And it kind of reminds me of those days, you know, when I'd have to go bring the film to the store and, you know, wait for them to be processed and, you know, get the excitement, the anticipation. It's all there. Now, what's more film than turning your photos into actual prints? With the X half, I can send my favorite shots directly to my link printer in seconds, you know, creating beautiful, tangible memories I can keep or share, you know, with someone special. Photography has always been more than just pixels or prints. It's about how it makes me feel in the moment, right? And the X half brings me back to why I fell in love with this craft in the first place. You know, the tactile experience, the thrill of discovery, and the joy of creating something that I can share with the people I care about, you know, is beautiful. The Fujifilm X half is more than a camera. You know, it's a reminder to slow down and see the beauty in every day and to create with intention. You know, the memories I capture will feel alive again in the future. So here's to falling in love with photography again. One frame or 2-in-1 frame at a time.